About 6 months ago, I got the demo of Calyx. I loved it. It was really good, kind of like a Creeper World real-time strategy game. Really enjoyed it, but there was very limited gameplay on it. But I got into the playtest, which is now the latest demo, which came out 2 days ago, and that adds loads more maps, more units, more strategy. It's just bigger and better in every sense. So I thought I'd just bring it to your attention. I've already reviewed the kind of way the game plays. I'll briefly go over it now, but I highly recommend that you download the demo. It's a new updated demo with loads more content, like I just said. And essentially what you do is you play skirmish maps where you can decide how much resources is on and how many enemies is on the map. And there's also challenges as well, which are really good fun. This is one of the challenges that I'm playing right now. And essentially you have to rid the planet of weed. There's just too much weed going on. The weed comes in different forms. There's this pink weed which spawns these like blobs that it spreads all over the map, and the blobs fire at your base and your units. There's the green standard weed which just spreads everywhere very fast, and if it touches any of your walls or units, they start taking damage. Then there's these like brown weed that doesn't really spread like weed. It just makes these towers that are quite hard to take out and fire back as well. Lots of different types of weed, guys. I'm making far too many weed references. So you plunk down your HQ, preferably next to some of the resources. There's 2 types of resources. There's actually 3 types of resources in this game. There's the blue shit, there's the green shit, and there's gold. Blue shit is essential because from the blue shit comes the gold. I'll explain in a second. So plunk your HQ down, build a refinery, get some harvesters out, get some power up, and grab as much land as you can before the weed comes, because in the first 5 minutes of the game the map will get covered in weed. It starts off all clear and all nice, but the weed will come. You have literally not even probably 5 minutes, sometimes only 2 or 3 minutes, to shore off as much of your base as you can with the 4 units that you get early on, walls and turrets. That's pretty much all you'll get down in the first few minutes of the game. Once you've kind of got a rudimentary defense going, you can then start expanding on that, get a few more towers down, a few more walls, get a few more units, and then you're in no position to attack the weed. You're just holding out at your base. Then you literally just farm the crap out of the resources, build more buildings, get some research going, unlock bigger and better buildings, power and units. When you've got an army, you then start pushing out to one of the resources, get it secured, get it built, and get more resources coming in, build a bigger army and push out, and then rid the planet of the weed. That's how the game plays. It's really good fun doing it, but there is a bit of a balancing issue with the game. What I have found after quite a lot of playthroughs on this is that once you get secured with resources, it's kind of game over. I've never had my base taken once I've got the security done in the first few minutes, and that's because even though the weed levels up to 10 and gets more powerful, it doesn't really get through your base defenses. I would have liked to have seen maybe as it gets to level 7, 8, 9 and 10, just gets so powerful that it can just take down your walls, spread faster. There's not enough danger on the normal difficulty level mid-game and certainly end-game. In fact, it's a formality, to be honest with you. Once you've got enough resources coming in, there's nothing the enemy can do. It doesn't matter how many weed plants it has down, you will always win. That's pretty bad game design, to be honest, but it's early access. We're in demos, for crying out loud, so we can let the developer off for that. But something needs to be done to just make it less predictable after you've got yourself an army set up. It just needs to be a bit. I mean, I know you can turn the difficulty up, but I have turned the difficulty up, and it's still more or less the same on the higher difficulties. It's just harder initially to get set up, but once you set up, it's just the same end result. So I think they need an ability, the plants, that after maybe level 8, I would say 8, 9, and 10. Once they get to that level, they become absolute badasses. To give you a bit more of a push to get out there earlier, just to. A new ability would be nice that spawns at level 8 or so. Or maybe it's level 10. Yeah, probably level... I don't know. I'm not the developer. Do something. Something needs doing, though. But the game is great. It's had a massive update since the last demo. Highly recommend you go and download it. The link's in the right here in the description of this video. You know, why not? It's free, it's fun. Go get it.